This conference will now be recorded.
I studied Spring MVC and Spring Core.
Okay. What happened to the questions which I have asked?
No, that I didn't. I'll revise it today.
Okay.
I didn't get actually. You mailed me the recording.
Sorry?
Actually, I didn't get the recording.
Recording you will get it by today, ma, because that will get generated after 48 hours after class.
Okay. I thought of going through the recording and revising it. So.
Okay. You will get it, ma. You might get it today.
Okay.
So in Spring Core, which all the questions I have asked so far?
In Spring Core, you have asked injection types of injection, which is preferred, then its life cycle, then inner beans, then you have asked about scope, bean scope, then auto wiring.
Okay. Anything else?
Then application context and bean factory. Auto wired and then required annotation. That's the only thing you have asked. And the difference between why JFC and struts and spring.
Yeah. Fine. Now we'll proceed with next one now. Okay, na? Yeah. So, what is the use of required annotation? Did we discuss or?
No, we discussed that it is the mandatory beans you have. It's the mandatory. If it is in the property, then it is the mandatory field you have to give that field. Otherwise, exception error will be thrown. Okay. And at the required value is the annotation for that.
Okay.
Exception will be thrown or error? Exception will be thrown, no? If we don't give. If we don't give, then the exception will be thrown, right?
It is not like an exception will be thrown. It is just like whichever the field you want to make it.
No, if we don't give its value, if we don't populate its value in the XML configuration file, then exception will be thrown, right?
It will not be considered as a required field. It will be considered as optional field.
No, I got your point. I'm just asking that if we have written at the required annotation, okay, in our Java class, in the properties, and if we are not defining its value in our bean.xml file, then what will happen?
Correct.
Then exception will be thrown.
Yes. Okay. Let me go for next one.
Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen, ma?
No. Yeah. No.
Okay. So, first question, ma, today. What is dispatcher servlet?
Dispatcher servlet, it's a front controller. It acts as a front controller. Like all incoming requests are intercepted by this dispatcher servlet, and it checks the parameter which is coming and it maps to its equivalent controller, and then it's also check the entry of the view resolver and helps in invoking the specified view component.
Okay.
If
What it will take as
it,
parameter?
yeah, I, ex- I I'll explain it a
What
bit
it will
further.
take as parameter, ma?
Uh, in web.xml file, you are asking servlet name and servlet class.
Dispatcher servlet will take
Servlet name and parameter means servlet name and servlet
sorry.
servlet name and servlet class in the servlet annotation.
See here.
Yeah, servlet
Dispatcher
name and servlet
servlet.
class. Yeah, that only I said servlet name and servlet class.
Okay. Now next, what this will be doing?
This servlet name is the equivalent of the servlet.xml file. It will map the value you have written is dispatcher, right? So it will map it into dispatcher servlet.xml, which is responsible for beans and everything, for mapping of the beans,
Okay.
annotations, everything. And the servlet class is the uh, this is the handler mapping, right? With the help of this only, it resolve the controller. It forward the request to the controller. And no, this is
Hmm.
not the handler mapping. Copy. Sorry. Uh, servlet class is the default. This is the default dispatcher servlet library. Uh, load on startup.
Leave about load on startup, ma.
Uh,
Basically, dispatcher servlet, it will transfer the control to dispatcher-servlet.xml.
yeah.
Do you know about that?
Yeah, I know. I told you this. They will transfer the dispatcher.servlet.xml that is responsible for the beans configuration and all that.
Correct. Now, what is view resolver over here?
View resolver. It maps the it maps the view that is present to the user. This yeah, it helps in resolving the view. It maps the view that is present. It See, controller will return an object of the model and view, and then with the help this dispatcherable servlet will then resolve the view with the help of this view resolver and present it to the user. It checks the entry
Okay.
of the view resolver in your XML file, and then appropriate view is presented to the user.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, and this prefix and all that is this a path, right? This is present in the view web inf JSP folder, and that .jsp is the extension of your file, that .jsp.
Okay. Now, is there any other way to specify this particular properties, ma?
With the help of annotation also you can do it, right?
No, without annotation.
Which property?
Sorry.
Which property you are asking? Any property, this property name, property value, that you are asking, right?
No, I don't want to use this properties, ma.
Oh, you don't want to use that tag. So, also you don't want to use annotation, property resource.
Hmm.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Do you know what is meant by alias?
I know, but I don't know in this context.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know in this context.
Okay, fine. I'll show you that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Next, what is this controller, ma?
That is your where all the uh, 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 that is all where this data part is handled. It is like it takes the data from the model and present it to the view.
Okay, that's it.
Uh, that's it.
Basically,
Uh,
controller
it
is
interacts
meant.
with the dispatcher's server and sorry, and all the requests are dispatcher's servlet forward all your requests to the controller, and then the view is presented with the help of the view resolver to the user.
Okay. Now, see here, ma. This internal view resolver. This will be an internal what you say class, which will be
Yeah.
loading the prefix as well as suffix for your output page.
Hmm.
If you need to load any output page for generating the views, at that time we will take the help of this view resolver. It
Okay.
will take totally two different values. One is prefix, another one is suffix. Prefix will give you the path where exactly that output page is there. Suffix will give you the extension of that output page.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So there are different type of view resolver also, right?
Yes,
So if you write some other view resolver, then this it's not possible to use prefix and suffix.
there also you can use, ma.
Okay.
Next.
So I do have to study different type of view resolver also, or is this fine?
Actually, in interview they won't be asking different types, ma, but they'll ask view resolver for sure.
Okay.
Hmm. Next, what is controller? Now we have to see. And
Okay.
before that, they will be asking in servlet.xml
Uh,
what all the tags we will be having.
yeah, that I know. Servlet tag,
Hmm.
servlet mapping tag,
Hmm.
display name.
That's it.
That yeah, that only I can think of. Load on, but inside servlet tag, you have servlet name, servlet class, load on startup,
Hmm.
URL pattern. Inside servlet mapping, you have URL pattern.
Okay,
That only.
that's it.
Hello. Yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
That's only I can think of.
Okay. Next. Now, what is controller and how many types of controllers are there?
How many types of controller?
Hmm.
Uh, Controller, so I told you about that. It takes with the help of the dispatcher server, it resolve the, the dispatcher server forward the request to the controller and appropriate parameter is mapped. It takes the model and present it to the view. But different types of controller.
Yes.
Different types of controller I have. I was front controller.
Okay. Fine.
I
See
don't
here
know
now.
different types of controller. Front. But
See here.
and
Here.
mhm.
One sec. You can see here I am
Hmm.
deriving abstract controller. Okay, na?
Okay.
Here I am deriving abstract controller where this will be providing one lifecycle method, that is handle request internal. Got my point, right?
Okay.
This provides handle request internal. It will be very similar to our servlets, ma. Okay, na? Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
This will be very similar to our HTTP servlet or otherwise generic servlet. It will take totally two parameters. One is our HTTP servlet request object, another one is HTTP servlet response object.
Okay.
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 Next, it will be returning model and view object. What are the things which will be passed in model and view object, ma?
Uh, what are the things objects are passed? No. Any
Three
value
parameters
like
are there.
repeat your question again. What are the parameters that are passed in?
Model and view constructor will take three parameters. What are those three parameters? Is what my question.
I don't remember.
Okay, fine. Let me tell you. First one is
Okay.
the page. Okay, na?
Okay.
To which the control has to be transferred. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Second one is the key of your message. Third one is the value for your message. Got my point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just make a note now. First one is the
Yeah.
page. Second one is the key of your message. Third one is the value of your message. If you want, you can make a note of this one completely. This much.
And the
Are you making a note?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but my question is, if we are using this, we won't be using this servlet.xml file, right? Hello? 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 Hello?
Wait for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Done, ma?
Hello? Yeah.
Okay. Next. So whenever this model and view has written the value,
Yes.
where the control will go back, ma?
This view welcome page. It will again
Welcome
go to
page.
the
How this will go?
it will go to the dispatcher server rate. And then it will check the entry of your view resolver in XML file and then invokes your specified welcome, the view component it is returning. This is welcome page returning, so it will map it accordingly.
Yeah. It will transfer the control to dispatcher-servlet.xml, where in dispatcher-servlet.xml it will be adding the prefix as well as suffix. Got my point, right?
Yeah.
It will be adding prefix and suffix. Based on this prefix and suffix, you have to go to this location, web-inf JSP. Here, JSP folder, you can find welcome page.jsp. Ma.
Yeah.
Got my point, right?
Yeah.
That welcome page.jsp, if you just check it out, here we are using what kind of tag is this?
This is used for it is used for mapping your this welcome message tag
That is
name.
called
I
as
don't
EL
know.
tag. Ma.
What tag is it?
EL tag.
Okay. That will map your message, welcome message to the message you are transferring from the controller.
A EL tag is basically meant for displaying the result of that particular variable. Ma.
Yeah.
Now, let me show you what will be the value available in this welcome message variable. You can check it out. Welcome message variable.
This welcome will be the message will be the value.
What is there in this message in the sense? You can check that over here. Here we have set for message hello world we have set.
Yeah.
Clear, right?
Yeah.
Any doubt so far?
No, but this bean name you have given.
See, ma, for in this controller for message variable, I am setting the value
I know
hello world.
that I know that it will map the property name to its value and then hello world will be displayed.
Yes.
Okay.
Here the message you can see set message function is there. For that set message, the value hello world will be set. That message we are using for returning in the name of
Yeah.
welcome message.
Okay.
Okay. Next. Now, as I said, we have got different types of controllers, Noma.
Yeah.
The first type of and basic controller is abstract controller, what you are seeing over here.
Yeah.
Next type of controller is, let me show you that next. Just a second.
REST controller is also there, right?
Amma?
REST controller.
Wait, I'll tell you. That I have written somewhere. Multi-action controller. Okay, no?
Okay.
What is this multi-action controller?
I don't know.
Okay. Write down about multi-action controller, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Multi-action controller will provide the freedom of creating the controllers as per user requirement. Got my point, right?
Yeah.
So as per user requirement, if you want to, what do you say, handle this particular thing, then we can take the help of this multi-action controller.
So what is the difference between that and that abstract and this multi-action? This is also returning the same thing and doing the same.
See, there we have got a predefined function, that is handle request internal.
Okay.
Control every time will go to that. Here I am creating my own methods, add, removes, whatever the functions I want, I can do that.
Okay.
You got my point, right?
Yeah.
Any doubt so far?
No. Can you again go to the abstract controller?
Check it out.
So in this, the user in this first means the request will be transferred to this handle request internal always.
Correct.
And but how you will decide on that? In this, we know then handle request internal is the function that will be called every time. First time the dispatcher server will call this function only. It will map the incoming request to this function.
Correct.
But how will you know about that? We have to map something, right? And that multi-action controller, the function's name, or
that I'll show you, ma. That I'll show you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, na?
Okay.
Can I go for next one?
Yeah.
Where is this? Can you see this? Oh, not this. One sec. Yeah. Can you see this one, ma?
Yes.
What are we doing over here?
Simply one sec, that I know. Oh, shit, I know this. This is simply no, but usage slash.
Okay, fine, ma. See, first controller will load your redirected JSP. Here we have got different links. On click of add, we are looking for user/add.html. On click of remove, we are looking for user/remove.html. Clear, right?
Where is the user file is located?
Now that's what control will go to dispatcher servlet.xml. Here you can check it out. user/star.htm. Okay, now
Right. Hmm.
here if it is add or remove. Okay, now
Okay.
if it is add or remove, then what will happen? It will take you to this particular user controller.
Okay.
Once it has reached to this user controller, what we will be doing over there? We will be going to user controller. Here you can see we will pick up our respective functions, either add or remove. Clear, right?
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Any doubt so far?
Yes. No, no.
Hmm.
Okay.
Can I proceed with next one?
Yeah.
Like this, you will be able to perform the operations, man.
Yeah.
Okay, na?
Yes.
Hmm. This is very important, ma, because we will be having different functions over here. In project also, insert, update, delete, something like this.
Yeah, yeah.
For all those things, we will take the help of this one.
Okay.
Okay, na?
Yeah.
Hmm. Can I proceed with next one?
Yeah.
Hmm. I'll send you all these examples, ma. You can check it out. And libraries, what are the libraries we are using? They'll ask this libraries also. You should be very careful about these libraries, whatever we are adding.
Okay.
And what exactly the version we are adding also, you should remember this.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fine. So I was saying this one. Okay, fine. Hmm. Hmm. Can you see this one, ma? Actually, I was asking about aliasing, right?
Yeah.
This is what aliasing. Okay, na?
Okay.
What is this aliasing? Previously, what we used to do, we used to add property tags for passing the values separately. Correct, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Hmm. Ah.
Okay, so do you have to give any other uh we have to define some like tags for this prefix, or we can directly use this aliases?
You just check it out, ma. Here. Previously, we used to specify property tag. Right now, we
Yeah.
don't need to provide property tag. Directly p colon prefix, p colon suffix. If you specify like this, that is sufficient.
Okay.
Got my point, right?
Hmm.
Hmm. So for this particular view resolver, the prefix is web-inf as well as suffix is .jsp.
Yeah. Okay.
Next. Same way, here also you can check it out. For the controller, The URL what we are supplying is user registration.htm. Next, what is this? What is this?
This is the view. This is the form that will be like that will be coming, and then after the submit, the success page will coming, this user success page.
Whether form will load first, otherwise success will load first, ma?
Form will load first, right?
Okay. So what will happen now?
This user form will load.
Yeah, that's what this will do. See, here based on this form view, here we have provided one key called as user form. Is that clear? With this user form, control will transfer to view resolver. It will attach the prefix, it will attach the suffix for this particular token.
Yeah.
Now, control will go to user form.jsp available in this locations.
Yeah.
Say user form.jsp, you can see here we have got some components like name, password, gender, country, all these things. Once if you click on submit, what are we doing over here? I want this one.
Method command post request will be called, and this command name equal to
What is that command name, user?
Command name, right? One second. This is for is it this like a model attribute for where we can retrieve the value from the controller in controller? Is it like this model attribute?
Okay, how this model attribute is designed?
This model attribute is see, if you are using the form, then model attribute equal to this same you will write, and in place of command name you will write model attribute, and then your action where the page should be loaded, and then with the help of this with the help of in controller you can just use @model attribute annotation and user value, and then from there we can, it's like a setter method, and from controller we can get a value.
Okay, so you will get this particular object from controller. That's what you meant to say.
I command name I haven't read. I thought it's like a model attribute. Maybe from controller we can retrieve a value.
Wait, let me show you. We'll go to controller. Where is this? Can you see this?
Yeah.
For user.class, I'm setting the command name as user.
Okay.
That means whomever wants to invoke this user.class can invoke by taking the help of this particular user command name. Is that clear? Yes or no?
Yeah, little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Now you can see wherever we have got this user class now. Let me show you what is that user class. User class is your model. Now we are. I hope you know what is meant by Spring Framework. How the data will get stored into DB.
Yeah.
Instead of storing individual fields, what it will be doing is it will take the help of some or the other model With that particular model, all the fields will be collected and it will
Yeah.
be stored into respective fields. Correct now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the fields data, we will grab it, we will store it into respective fields. Once we have stored into respective fields, next we can store this particular object of this particular model, otherwise Pojo, into the DB.
Yeah.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
For that sake, what we will be doing, you can see here for this particular model. Where is this? Where this end? For this user.class model, we are specifying user as a object. Okay, na?
Yeah.
We have specified user as an object. With this object, anybody wants to access that particular model can access it.
Okay.
Now, once they access this, see here user form, what it will be doing, name. Whatever the input user will enter into this particular field will go and store it into user's name field. Setter method will be there. Set name field, it will get stored. When password, it will get stored into password field.
Yeah.
Next, for gender, country, about you, all those things, respective fields will be available over here. Clear, right?
Yeah.
And the respective fields, we will be storing the data. Once we have stored that particular data, I can use that particular object wherever I want in future. You got my point, right?
Yeah.
Next, after this, the control. You can check it out. Once this data is stored, next we will transfer the control to controller. That is user controller. Here, what this is doing, that a user object, whatever user object it has received, right? That we are passing it to user service add function.
Yeah.
Usually, this user service doesn't have anything. Just a simple add function is there. Okay, na?
Yeah.
Where we will be displaying a simple user added successfully. If you want to take the data from the fields, if you need to store it into DB, all those things, you can do it over here.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not doing anything. Just I'm supplying one copy to that particular user service IMPL. That's it.
Yeah.
Next, that particular object only I am using in the name of user. I'll be returning to user success.
Yeah. Okay.
What is this user success? Go and check in dispatches servlet.xml. Prefix is this one. Suffix is this one. So control will go to user success.jsp. Where is this? Yeah, user success.jsp. Here I'll be grabbing all the username, gender, country, about you. All these things will be grabbed.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in this way we can fetch and we can display the result over here. You got it, or any clarification needed?
No, I got it. I'll just study it again and then I'll ask if any doubt is there.
I'll send you all these examples. You can have a look.
Yeah. Thanks.
And here, if you observe, the controller what we have used is simple form controller.
Yeah.
Because we will be submitting the complete form, right? So we'll take the help of simple form controller. Okay? Yes or no?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to ask, like, I've studied 2-3 tutorials. I haven't come across the simple form controller, abstract controller. I don't know why.
They will be, that's what I'm telling you now. They will be focusing on latest versions.
Okay.
Where currently the project, that's why I'm telling you, right? Old and new versions you want, otherwise only new versions you want. old and new versions if you want means this all the things comes into picture.
Yeah, anyway, I mean, uh, that would be good for my interview. Anything that is good for my interview that I will be learning. So if I'll study this also. So maybe the tutorial with what I have studied is of older version.
Old or new, that's what.
No, uh, in the see, you would be better knowing, right, what questions are going in for
Correct.
interview. I don't know. I have studied. I'm just relying upon you. What questions will be asked? So actually, what I'm saying is that I have studied 2, 3 tutorials of Spring. Maybe it was
Okay.
an older version. That's why I haven't come across the simple form controller or abstract controller.
That's
Maybe
what.
because I haven't come across any tutorial this simple form controller. It's like a new to me. And command name also, like I have studied model attribute. That is same like that is for setting from taking value and then setting it. But this command name, this is the first time I'm coming across.
This is old concept, ma. That's what I'm telling you, right? This is old concept. You might
Oh,
have studied
so
only this.
okay.
This is
Okay.
3.0. I
Oh,
will cover
okay.
4.x 5 also later.
Okay, okay, okay,
That's it.
okay.
Hmm. So is that clear?
Yeah. Means
Yeah.
okay. When you're
Yeah.
sending the when you'll send the audio, please send this file also so that I'll check it because
Yes, ma'am.
it's
Yes,
a
ma'am.
little bit confusing. I'll just do it in Eclipse so that might be I can.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So in your project, you all are using this. In your project, you are using the simple. I mean, like this type of extension, abstract
We are not
controller.
using simple form controller, but multi-action controller we are using now.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hmm. Okay. Now you can check it out.
Okay. So
It
can you give
is.
me just 2, 3 minutes? Just 2, 3 minutes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, just 2, 3 minutes. I'm coming.
Hmm.
Hello. Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, ma.
Okay. You can continue.
Okay. This is this is same. This is little bit different, ma. Can you see this on submit
Yeah,
button?
yeah.
Yeah, what are we doing over here?
This is so for, as the name suggests, when you are submitting the form, it will call this function. On submit a form.
That's it.
Yeah, on the submit of the form. Yeah, this function is for, yeah.
Okay. What is this on submit?
Maybe you have this, maybe you have used this. No, this is for submitting the form only. No, this is function name.
Why this on submit has come into picture, ma?
Maybe you have used in your form page. You have bind it in your .gsp page, form page. I don't know.
Okay. Fine, ma. See, this is as we are using simple form controller. Whenever you submit the form, you can see here based on the submit button, this action will start activating. Got my point, right?
Change the value of input type equal to submit 1, then their function name will be submit 1.
No. Type every time it will not be submit 1, submit 2, something like this will not be there, ma.
It will be only submit.
Yes, input type will be submit only.
Okay.
Got my point, right?
Yeah.
That's what. As this is a submit button, what we are doing over here, automatically it will look for on submit button.
Okay.
Got my point, right?
Yeah.
Next. So control will look for on submit function. This on submit function will be returning the control to user success.jsp. Remember this. Can you have next one?
Yeah.
Next. What is validation? How to do validation? All those things in next session we are going to discuss now. That
Custom
means
validation also have to study.
sorry.
Custom validation also.
Yeah, ma, custom validations will be there.
Okay.
Filters, interceptors, all those things will come into picture next.
Go in. Okay.
Okay, ma, fine.
One more thing I have to ask. This you in Spring Core, there is also no right. We haven't discussed about that bean annotations.
Yeah, those
The
things we will be covering now. Whenever we are speaking about annotations concept, I will cover that.
Okay. And one more thing I have to ask: do you have to study this in spring core? Do you have to study event handling and all that?
Yes,
Custom
yes,
events,
yes.
event handling.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have to study.
Okay, na?
Do they ask this event handling also?
Yes, ma'am. That we cannot predict. First, I will train you for worst case.
Okay.
Whether they will ask or not, that is all up to our headache later. Okay, na?
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, ma'am. Then
Okay. So
we
when
will
is
meet
the
up. Sorry,
when will be the next session?
I'll ping you, ma'am. Most probably tomorrow day after it will be there. Okay, na?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, fine.
And sir, please send the previous recording. I'll study.
Sure,
I'll
ma'am. Sure.
revise it again.
Hmm.
Thank you. Bye.